Hi everybody. I've been talking to myself. I'm doing a Richard Hart. I'm talking to myself, and there we are, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself. I forgot to add myself to the stream. It does happen from time to time, and hey, got distracted with doing a few other things. So pretty cool. Hey Prana, hello, and Prana, I don't see you either, Superman. Alex K says the moderator, same here. And Inga Peterson, good morning. Hey, good morning, Inga. Good to see you, everybody. I'm gonna have to go through my whole spiel that I just did talking to myself. It was a pretty good one too. And so let's get into that. We've just sold our auction day 250. Awesome stuff. And 200 million Axion was up for grabs, and we sold it $15,900. 8.04 ETH came in versus 8.01 was our target. And of course, that's a sold out auction. Very nice. Now, what has that given us in dividends? It's with 8 ETH, we ended up buying 0.486 a wrap Bitcoin off the market. 85% of that is 0.4133 a wrap Bitcoin. So more wrap Bitcoin to stakers. And of course, that's 163.69 wrap Bitcoin and 63 VCA. So well done to that. It's pretty cool. Now, obviously, we've got a bit of a flip-flop until the 29th of July, where we've got 200 million. Normally, it's 500 million in a VCA or venture capital auction, where we get wrap Bitcoin dividends. But they've all flipped around. So the regular auctions are now mega auctions, pretty much. I call them mega because normally they're 200 million, but of course, they're going to be 500 million. We can see that in this one here. 500 million is about to start in just under 3 minutes, and it's $39,750 US, and it's 500 million Axion. So it's going to reset soon, and we'll start up auction day 251. We're heading now towards 300 auction days. We just hit the 250 milestone. Onwards and upwards we go. Nothing's going to stop Axion from moving forward. We're just going to keep pushing that train. Trains keep going, and we've got another 50 auctions to go until we reach 300. So it's big deal. As you say, you could say big a lot, but if you don't say it enough, it just doesn't have that full meaning. Anyway, jokes aside, let's quickly go in the chat there. We've got Triple Dutch. Hey, Triple Dutch, one of the Axion token members. Great to see you in the chat there. Triple Dutch, hi folks. And Inga Pearson, now we can hear you. Yes, about time. I got it right. And Kevin Wilson, another one of our Axion token members. Big shout out to you. Hello, everybody. Good to see Kevin in the chat as well. Looking good, folks. Hope you guys are having a good time. Of course, don't forget to grab yourself a little drink. I've only got a little bit left. I'm probably going to have dinner after this live show. There we are. We've got 1 minute and 30 seconds coming up. We've got a few little things to go through. Let's quickly go through the summer giveaway. Don't forget, this is on for 31 days. 31 days. I've left a link in the chat there. So 31 days summer giveaway. Win a ledger. 2 ledgers to give away every day for 31 days. And the first draw is coming up pretty shortly. Probably within the next 24 hours, because there's going to be 14 drawn every week on Thursdays. So it's awesome stuff. Pretty easy to get in there too. Of course, giving away 2 brand new custom branded Ledger Nano S hardware wallets. You can see the beautiful branding of Axion on there, looking good, and it adds that extra security to crypto for sure. So pretty nice. 24 hours and 6 days left to go in the campaign. So you can see we're coming up to the end of the first week. Very nice. And 7 hours away to go for the first draw. So get in there soon if you want to get that. Easy to enter. Just simply buy $100 worth of Axion on Uniswap and hold it. That gives you 1 entry. And it is, then also, if you want to get 3 additional points, you can actually stake that for 350 days. Of course, you can buy much more Axion than that, but that's the way it goes. And of course, if you want to get 2 more entries, so up to 6 different entries, you can just share on Twitter and Facebook. And then there's a nice form to fill out there. Very easy. And you can see winners will be chosen every Thursday. 14 winners per week. So pretty good odds of winning a Ledger Nano and custom branded with Axion. So check that out. I've left the link in the video description in the chat there, and you can check that one out. All right, 5 seconds to go. We're counting it down. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Boom, yeah, here we go. So we've just finished auction day 250, sold out, and now we're about to start auction day 251, a mega regular auction with 500. You got it, 500 million Axion. So what do you get if you bid into this auction? The link's in the video description if you want to get into the auction. It brings you to this page. You just connect your wallet up to 7 different types of wallets. Here's you're going to get 10% once it refreshes. You're going to get 10% bonus Axion, and then up to 20% more Axion if you stake longer than 350 days. You get 6%, 5,555 days, 20% more. So it's pretty huge, a lot more Axion, and that means that when you go to stake, you'll actually get a lot more shares as well. And shares is the main game in Axion. The more shares you have, the more of the rewards you get, dividends, and 8% return. So pretty nice. Well, let's go into the chat there. We've got Alex in there. These mini VCAs sell up pretty quick. They do sell up pretty quick. 200 million in the VCA is pretty small these days. Hey, John Atkins in the house, another one of our Axion token members. Big special shout out to you, Morning Suit Man, and everybody. Hey, great to have John in there. Kevin Wilson, Triple Dutch, all Axion token members. Great to see you all here today. Awesome. Woohoo! All right, let's go. All right, we're going to just refresh this page now and just reset the auction. Just takes about a minute, up to a minute or something like that, just to reset the numbers. So just watch that happen. Boom, there we are. Chicka-lacka, boom, chicka-lacka, boom, boom, boom. Hey, FBAM's not even here. I'm already doing the old chants. Hey, so we've got 500 million Axion up for grabs, 39,750. 20 ETH, that's a pretty nice round number. 20 ETH is a really good round number. Close to 40. I bet that will probably head up over 40 with the Axion price. It's been pretty good at the moment. So let's pull up. That's where up. So we're trying to hit that. Let's go refresh the Axion Today dashboard. There's two different views that we can look at. We're going to reset this as well, and it's good to have the two different views, I guess. So that's all reset too. And now we'll just go hunt down the good old Axion price. So we'll check that. Once again, don't forget the summer giveaway. We'll move away from that. And we got one piece of news today, so we're going to go through that as well. Now we're in the opening sniping hour of this auction, so we're going to wait for that to reset. Let me just refresh that again. We'll see whether we get some ETH in here, sniping in. We're all sitting on the sides of these. Don't forget to grab a drink, just sit back, relax, and we're going to cover this for as long as we need to, really, and not 24 hours, of course, but the opening sniping hour, up to an hour, we'll probably end up watching, depending on how the ETH goes. This is normally the amount, 500 million is normally the amount that you have in a VCA, but we've got these in regular auctions up to the 29th of July. So pretty cool on that. Let's have a quick look at the price. We're going to go full screen on the price. Get rid of all the indicators, and we'll just have the look at the chart action. So we're sitting at quadruple 79 on the daily. This is the daily, by the way. 2 green days. Yes, 2 green days. We'll take green days, right? We'll take green days. And that's very nice. Let's have a look at the hourly, of course. There's the hourly. Still on an uptrend. Very nice. Still reaching new higher lows. Obviously, Ethereum ended up tipping back, climbing really quite strongly back over 2,000. Also, see that Elon Musk was talking about Tesla re-accepting Bitcoin again and stuff like that. So interesting there. So we're back up off the bottom there. Almost 20%, so that's not too bad, and we've been as high as almost 23% in there at the moment, so very cool. Now, don't forget, 500 million Axion is up for grabs for the auction, which means that if we get a buy, if all that stuff's going to help put more buy pressure onto Uniswap, and we've got up to 20 ETH worth of ETH that could go on. So we've got 80% of that, 16 ETH that would go on and buy Axion off the market. So that's actually really cool. It's nice to see how that will play out with our data as well that we collect from the auctions. So pretty nice. And we're going to see the transactions come real time onto the market. As people bid in ETH, 80% of the ETH goes onto Uniswap, buys Axion, and that Axion goes back to stakers. So we're going to see how that plays out with some buys here. We haven't seen any contract address in there yet, but we'll wait and see how we get on with that. So very cool. FBAM's in the house. Hey, FBAM, bam, bam, bam. Good to see FBAM in the house as well. And Francisco Nava made it as well. Made it, big, strong arm. Like that. Like the attitude, that's for sure. Very cool. All right, we're just going to check out and just wait for some ETH to come in and see how we go. At the moment, of course, we've got 671 ETH in the pool versus just under 16.8 billion. Pretty similar to yesterday's numbers, but an improvement on the day before. So that's cool. And we have daily volume 44,500, so still on the low side. And we've got total liquidity at just under 2.7 million US dollars. That's how we're rolling at the moment. And we're just going to wait for, we'll see the contract address come in here when it does start buying as soon as ETH does enter the auction. And that's where we're at the moment. So it's going to be quite interesting. Obviously, the first regular auction, a mega regular auction we had, we sold out. So we'll see how we do with this one. Obviously, we sold the VCA out yesterday and so forth. So I'm going to go back into general there on the chat there. Obviously, we can also update the bid here with the AS, exclamation AS, to find that out as well. People already, looks like they already pushed it already, trying to find out that too. So it's hilarious. And we might put a little crack at there. So very cool. All right, so we're currently 6 minutes in, no ETH yet, but we're going to do the old refresh when we see the auction buys in there and so forth. So that's what we're doing. Very cool. Let's go back to the general there. Right, don't forget, yeah, we've got this Axion Summer giveaway, 2 ledgers per day. It's over 30 days, it says here. So simply buy Axion on Uniswap and then enter or win a brand new Legit Nano. Stake Axion and get 3 more entries. And obviously, if you share on Facebook or Twitter, you get another one each for those. So up to 6 different entries you can get to try and win a beautifully branded Axion Ledger Nano. So nice. Right. So some of the big news that we've got coming up, we're going to go check the news while we wait for some ETH to come in. Let's go to the announcements and check that out. Destroyer Shutter. So we've got stuff going on there. Just let me scroll down to the latest announcement. So this was from Dead Poet, which is he's in the marketing team. Awesome guy. And he says, thank you very much for attending our first Axion Community Proposals, session 1 yesterday. This is a change in timing. There is a change in time for our next session. So I think there's 3 sessions, so there's going to be a second session. We're scheduling our next session to Thursday, 8:30 UTC, 11:30 PST, and 13:20 EST instead of 0400 UTC time. Come bring your ideas and have a lively discussion. So if you really want to express yourself, a great place to do that. And have a lot of discussion with our present and future in this roundtable format. The discussions will be happening. Let me just check my. It's all right. The discussions will be happening in #Gen-Voice. So that's the place that you want to go if you want to get in there, so we can share screens. Here's a quick reminder of the agenda for the sessions. Axion presentation 20 minutes, and it's really good if you haven't seen that. This has been updated since I've seen it, so it should be really cool. How strategy is developed at Axion, that's important going forward as well. And review our current tokenomic system, high-level overview. Market sentiment and how it plays a role in price. And then, of course, number 2, there's open floor discussion. So there's going to be open floor discussion after that, 30 minutes, and community members to share their general thoughts and opinions. And then 3rd is going to be community proposals, slot A, B, and C. So come and support your fellow community members. So I believe you have to contact Dead Poet directly to, so you can present an idea, some ideas. So come and support your fellow community members and their proposals and presentations. Wrap up is 10 minutes. And then can't make it, we'll be doing an additional sessions on Friday, 16:30 UTC time, 9:30 PST. Send me a PM if you'd like a slot to do a presentation. So it was pretty cool. It's pretty much the latest stuff. So really community orientated there. Hey, we got some bids. We got a bid there. Woo! 1 ETH. Woo! Awesome stuff. Nice one on that one. And awesome on that. Very cool. Let's go back to the general there. We'll get into that. Let's jump back in here. And boom, yes, boom. All right. Yes, 5% sold out already. Woo! Awesome stuff. And we actually hit a quadruple 08. We're getting closer to 0001. We want to get to 0001, so that'll be really cool. We want to get up there for sure. So we're going to give that a lot of love. And yeah, awesome. Let's go for it. Go for gold. And we're going to go up, of course. And finally, we're going to give it a little, what are we getting? Axion out of this one. So we'll do the little Axion person. Very nice on there. That's the first one. Hey, someone else went on and bought afterwards. Nice one. That's what we want to do. Spur on that demand, right? Let's bust out of this roof here and move over 0008 and bust up. And let's say goodbye to that low and move on up to the thing. So just wave to the screen. But hello. But wave to goodbye to the all-time low and move on up. That's time. All right, very cool. Not sure what that one is. Is that Polygon? Yeah, sorry, just going to check that message there. Very cool. Let's jump over to the auction there. We're going to refresh this, of course. So we're 10 minutes in. We've had 1 bid in, 1 ETH. We're just going to refresh this. Hopefully it's going to show up. Boom. There it is there. Boom. All right, 20 million. Very cool. $2,000 US. So 80% of that, of course, goes to stakers. So that's the 80% there. Very nice. We'll just check the main screen as well. And I might refresh this as too. So, hey, welcome everybody, of course. Don't forget to subscribe, like, smash that bell, and share, of course. And also, if you want to become an Axion token member, hit the join button. And we've got 4 different categories: Axionites, Elites, Heroes, and Krakens, which are pretty fun, some fun names there. And check out the perks there as well. All right, so let's quickly go to the chat. I think I'm a little bit behind. We've got Gemini's got a comment in there. So good to see Gemini in there. Hey, Gemini's also an Axion token member. So let's see what Gemini's got to say. Hey, Superman, didn't really follow through with Axion, but was there when it launched. So been sleeping on it, but here to follow and learn more. Hey, Gemini, great stuff. Yeah, check it out. Obviously, you can check out the Axion. Obviously, the Axion. All the links in the video description, basically. So if you want to check out all the rest of them, go for gold. And do your own, do some due diligence and stuff. The community is really supportive, and man, we are doing some game-changing stuff, especially with Axion version 3. It's going to be the only solution on Ethereum blockchain that deals with the fees at the moment, and it's because they've redone all the mathematics, getting rid of all that loop S-load stuff, and really is game-changing stuff. And also NFT stakes. It's going to be awesome too, and it's going to open up a lot of different things on the platform. So very exciting. An exciting time to be here as well. Of course, the community is putting a lot of ideas up from within the community, which is really great, and they can be assessed and push forward if they look like they've got some good value to add to the ecosystem. So very exciting time. All right, nice comment there from Gemini. Let's go back into here. We've got Chrome Dome is typing. Sometimes I always feel like writing Chrome Dome is typing something, but hey, there we are. Chrome Dome might be watching, so I've got to be careful what I say. Quadruple 08, so we're looking on the move up, and if we just scroll that up, down, there is, that's quite high. Let me just go full screen. Actually, I won't go full screen because I'm trying to watch the auction. But so this one here, BF8C, is the auction buying address. So as ETH goes into the auction, 80% of it goes onto Uniswap and buys Axion, and you can see that's the 20 million that it got bought with 1 ETH. So we're going to see how we roll. This is the sniping hour. Sometimes we get super fast sellouts. Most times, actually. Sometimes it's just a little bit slower. So we'll see how this plays out in this next, 45 minutes to hour as we do the opening period. So we're just checking through that. 30 minutes in. We're 30 minutes in, 1 ETH going good. Now, obviously, Axion's, as far as I know, Axion's the only place that has daily auctions like this, that you actually, have this super excitement. I know there's a few other, projects out there that do stuff like T2X, V2X stuff out there, but I'm not even sure they're. I think they still run their Tron auctions. It's probably the only one out there that I'm aware of. Let me know in the chat if you're aware of any others. Would be quite interesting. Hey, Gemini says, yep, thank you. Hey, pleasure, Gemini, much appreciated. So very cool. 14 minutes in, and we're going pretty good. Good start. Sometimes we sell it. I think last week we had sellout. Was it 2 minutes? We sold out one time. 5 minutes and 7 minutes. You're gonna need more hands or fingers or something. So that was this is some of our records. I think 2 minutes is our records. I think John knows. I don't think John is either John Atkins or John Robinson knows those numbers. I think maybe John Robinson keeps those numbers. So yeah. Cheers. All right. Let's quickly check Cointelegraph while we're waiting for some ETH to come in, and we'll see what's happening in that space, whether there's anything interesting there. SpaceX owns Bitcoin, Elon Musk, and Night Carter believe BTC is becoming greener. Suddenly becoming greener within a month or something, is it? I'm a bit confused by that. Vitalik Buterin surprises cameo in Ashton Kutcher and Melina Kunis' living room. He's quite hilarious, Vitalik. I don't know how he gets involved in these things, but he does. I've watched a few interviews with him lately. He seems to be quite a nice chap. 6% of uber-rich family offices considering crypto or own it, Goldman Sachs. And currency NFT dropped more than 6x oversubscribed. Tether promises an audit in months as Paxos claims USDT is not real stablecoin. Well, it's the old thing, that fractional reserve stuff, and it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out in a number of markets. So interesting stuff there. So something for check out. Maybe if you want to check out Cointelegraph, you can go to that as well. Just something for fun, keep up with the news, as it were, general news. That one there at the top there, the SpaceX one, looks sort of interesting, doesn't it? Let's jump back to the auction, see whether they got any bids. That's the Dolphin. So we ended up getting a Dolphin bid into the auction. That was the 1 ETH. So nice one. Now, I will be opening up a new format for the live streaming. So hopefully you guys can enjoy that when it comes out. Be working on that over the weekend. And it should be a bit of fun, really. All right. So clip out there. Looks like original CP. I put an idea in proposal discussion. I really see it will fix a lot of our issues as well as secure Axion's future pass. So you know, it's great to see the community bring in ideas, isn't it? And having a floor for that, a structured one, of course, where ideas can flow through. You know, to the top. The best ideas float to the top type thing and get promoted. It's pretty neat, and that works well with the Axion DAO. So very cool. All right, so there we are at the moment. Still got one bid in there. Sometimes it just comes in, boom, 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 boom. But today we're just going to have to be a bit more patient as we wait for ETH to come in at the moment. Let's have a quick look at the markets, of course. We'll check out CoinGecko and see how that's rolling. I do prefer to use nomics.com these days, but just got some extra data on here that I want to use at the moment. So we've got Bitcoin at 32,186. Nice comeback, 4.2% in the last 24 hours. I guess everyone's happy to see the green candles there, and back over 30,000. So bounced off 29 again, didn't it? So interesting. Hasn't really broken down that way. Obviously, a lot of people were expecting the old waterfall down now, and that we're in sort of bearish conditions. So we'll see what happens here. And obviously, Ethereum, look at that, just live, hit over 2,000. Has done that a few times, I think, in the last wee while. But it's nice to see it over 2,000 and 6.5% up. Nice. So interesting. Binance Coin, of course, 294. I do like Binance Coin line. Cardano, of course, is a big thing coming up. We'll see how the smart contract stuff roll out eventually after years of development. Obviously, it's got a lot of mathematics behind it as well. Well known for the mathematic research sitting in behind it. So we're waiting for that to happen. XRP, of course, 58 cents. And we've got Dogecoin at 19.5. Polkadot at $12.22. And that wraps up our top 10 non-stable coins there. And our honorable mention, of course, Uniswap at 1660 and Bitcoin Cash at 435. So all up pretty reasonable numbers there at the moment. Very cool. All right, let's go back to the auction and the market, sorry, and see where we've got nothing's happening there. So that's cool. Let's jump back into the chat there. Yeah, we've got the Axion, sorry, Cointelegraph comment there in the chat if you want to go check that out in your spare time. It's always good to keep up your general knowledge of crypto, of course, as well as maybe sometimes more specific knowledge about projects or technical knowledge about blockchains. Always good to keep learning, keep picking up new tricks. It's always good, like some stuff like obviously these days, it's going to be really a cross-chain future, decentralized future, keeping up with all that stuff, bridges, keeping up with bridges, how to swap between layer 1, layer 2, layer 1 and layer 1, all that sort of stuff. Even a little bit of knowledge about liquidity pools, a little bit of knowledge about NFTs, a little bit of knowledge about the range of DeFi, so there's lots of stuff out there. There's innovations in that front that are very valuable, can give you a lot of good APY if you keep up with that stuff. So we're not over yet. There's still the innovation is still pushing the frontier, and it's all, getting to the holy grail, what I call the gold standard projects. It's a small percentage of crypto in my mind is reaching that level of genius, as I call it. So that's why it's good to keep learning, keep searching, and that's how we roll. That's how we roll in this channel. All right, still waiting for a bid in there. Hey, sometimes we just get it, just goes boom, 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 boom. But not today. We'll just have to be patient. BF8C, that's our magical number so far. And yeah, you can see that Ethereum is sitting at 2,000. Let's have a look at the last 24 hours and see how that's actually emerged to jump back. We'll check that out. It's 54.4% below all-time high at the moment, 4,356, which was 2 months ago. This is the last 24 hours. So yeah, we were down quite low. Let's go. This is the low. So we've actually gone up 2,000, 3, 4, 5 times in a day. We've gone over 2,000. That's pretty interesting stuff. And of course, we did hit up at $2,031. Let's go back the last 7 days because it's where we've seen some of that dip. So we actually broke down there. We're actually as low as like 1734, 1735. Nice little comeback there. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's jump back to the market there. We've got another bid. Woohoo! It's a small baby bid, but it's a bid. There we are, folks. We've got another bid there. That one there, 421,000 Axion and 0.0169 ETH. So a little baby one, but nevertheless, another buy in there. So welcome to that new investor in Axion. Very cool. That's going to probably show up here in a second. we're going to just refresh this, and hopefully that will show up soon as well. Woohoo! There we are. So 1.02, and we're at well, it's got for 422, but that's not correct. So I don't know why it's done that. That's an issue with the UI. So if T-Daily you're watching, might be something once you put version 3 aside, maybe to deal with that. So I'm not sure why that's come up like that. Let me refresh that again. That's hilarious. That should not be showing it like that. Let's go back to the Axion portal, and we'll get an update there. There we are. So that's the way it should be showing. 20 million there, 1.02. Obviously, that doesn't have the decimal places to show the detail in there, but that's let's scroll down to the upcoming auctions. We've got the upcoming auctions. These are the ones in the week ahead. So we've got 207 million for the venture capital auction tomorrow. And then we got followed by 500 million and then 500 million. So this one here is normally our back-to-back, what we call back-to-back VCAs on Fridays and Saturdays. And you can see that this one would normally be 500 million plus any wash up from Axion unsold in previous auctions. But of course, we've been selling out our VCAs. So we've only got just 8 million in there. Then we've got a normal VCA. This is going to be the only normal one, I think. But there's a normal one there, 500 million Axion up for grabs on Saturday, so that'd be fun. And then obviously back to regular auction with the alternative cycles. As I say, there was a technical hitch there that's ended up doing this up to the 29th of July, 500, and then we're getting back to normal after that towards the end of the month. So it'd be pretty interesting to see that. Yeah, venture capital auction. So we're still got to go through 30th, 31st, and hopefully we'll get reset after that. All right, very cool. Let's go back to the market there. Just waiting for some stuff in there. So 2 bids in so far. Let's go check out the ecosystem, see where we're standing at the moment. I always like to do this to a wrap up of how Axion's ecosystem is going with all the transactions. So we'll go up to the top, check out the market data. 306.4 billion Axion in total supply, 56.6 billion in liquid. We take off about 5 billion or so for the dev wallet. So down about maybe 51.6, something like that. And then just under 250 billion staked, so awesome. And we're probably, the stake percentage probably adjusted for the liquidity is probably about 83.5%, something like that. The crypto rank 906. Total stakes is 25,786. Average stake size is 9.4 million. And of course, average stake length is 2,512 days, which is outstanding. I think that's probably the best in the market as well. And I think that's pretty amazing. About 6.8 years, incredible stuff. Market cap 7.98 million, and the share rate is 1.1823. Remember that reflects compound interest. Also, pretty much just goes up and to the right forever. And so that's going up. Better to stake today, as we say, than in the future. You get way more shares, and the more shares you have, the more of the dividends you get. It's that simple. That's the main game if you're looking at it from an investor's point of view. Obviously, there's great community aspect to Axion. Really is a strong community and very supportive. The culture's maturing all the time, and that support just comes out more and more and more. So very cool. All right, let's jump over to see how many shares we've got in Axion. Now they've been talking about the shares, 652 billion shares in the market there. And of course, eventually that will get up to a point where we get into the Goldilocks phase, and that means that there'll be deflationary policies coming in, buybacks, NFT trading, and stuff like that. So that's going to come up too at some stage. Once we get a bit higher, I imagine, and the team will start triggering those things. Also, it is enabled by Axion Version 3, which is currently towards its final testing, getting little baby bugs out and stuff like that, just getting it up to scratch for commercial use. But if you check out the videos on this channel, I've already done 3. I did day 1, day 2, and day 3 of Axion Version 3 testing, and it was a lot of fun. And the last one, of course, with the Version 3 NFT, we minted NFTs off stakes. Awesome stuff, right? So we took the stakes that are typical, then minted the NFT stuff there. Awesome. So that's the ERC 721, and awesome, really cool. And that was with T-Daily, our special guest. So check that out. All those 3 videos on testing are there if you want to check it out. It's also obviously a lot easier than setting up doing testing yourself. So pretty cool. Max Share Club, 137.73 billion Axion in that, which is incredible. This is one of Axion's big assets, is the fact that we have long-term investors and that's not so common in crypto, as we all know. A lot of people are hunting the pump and dumps or the hourglass projects or something like that, you know, taking a lot of risk, and so very cool to have such a long-term investor class in Axion. And very nice, 9,266 stakes, and of course our flagship dividend is Wrap Bitcoin dividends as well as Axion dividends, and 163.69 so far paid to stakers in was it, did I say 63 VCAs? Pretty amazing stuff, and I cashed out 132.67 Wrap Bitcoin. Nice, people already cashed it all out, so very nice. All right, so we're just going to check it out. Let's go back to the market, see whether we've got some Axion coming in. BF8C, so it's going to be a bit of slower grind today. Typically, these all just sell out, but some days you have a bit quieter than others. So it's just the way we roll. It's just the way the market's operating at the time. All right, let's quickly go there. Hey, they're pretty quiet there in the chat. I'm not used to it being quiet in the chat, so it's quiet on in the bid in the auctions. It's quiet in the chat, so just relax, peace and love, and you know, that's how we roll. Peace and love. Nice one there. All right, so very cool. We're just waiting for some ETH to come in. Let's go into the general chat, see what we've got going on there. It's quiet into the Discord as well, so it might be maybe people in shock that the market did a little bit of a comeback. Maybe because we thought, oh, once ETH got down to 1735, it was, you know, is it going to keep going down again? But it decided to go the other way, and maybe just maybe that Tesla news with the Bitcoin acceptance again was enough to give it a little bounce. So we'll see whether that's enough. Obviously, you still need buyers. And I always use that analogy of a stadium. When you have a bull market, more and more people come into an empty stadium, fill it up, and they're all bidding, and to get to the time it all gets full, and all the game's been on, it's all exciting, and then the game's over, everyone starts leaving one by one, and so the bidders start leaving, and therefore your marginal price goes down. So that's kind of how it's like, and then you have to wait for the next game. And it might be a week later, might be 6 months later. It just depends on how you go. So I'll keep working on that analogy, but I think it's a pretty good one as we go. All right. Inga says, we love to hear your voice, says Inga. Hey, nice one there, Inga. Appreciate that. Big shout out to you. And Justin Davis, wouldn't it make more sense if people bought Pulsechain after it goes live, since the money would go to the market instead of the Sacrifice wallet? Reason I ask is all Sacrifice money goes to Richard. Hey, it's a good question, Justin. This is an Axion token only chat. So normally I talk Pulsechain in the morning. So it's probably best one for that. But I'll quickly answer your question, and that is that yeah, that's a strategy. Some people will be buying, won't be entering the Pulsechain, and will be buying after that phase. They will be buying it when it goes launch. Some people will play that strategy out. So hopefully that's a good way of having, answering that one for you. The other side, of course, is that yeah, we're just going to keep focusing on the auction and just wait to see what we get in there. But definitely catch me tomorrow. Of course, I'll be covering Pulsechain full-on update like I did this morning. I don't know if you've seen my last video I did this morning. I think you may have been in there. I'm not sure, but yeah, check that out. That's on this channel. Very cool. Cool for school. All right. Just checking what's going. Yeah. Just trying to see whether going there with the old conversation. So we've got two bids in there, 1 and 2, and we'll just see whether we get some more. How far through are we so far? We're just up to 30 minutes, folks. 30 minutes through the first hour. This is the sniping hour of the auction. Sometimes, like I say, most of the time it's been going pretty fast, but occasionally we get little quieter periods. It is a 24-hour auction, so you have to, ETH can come in over the whole period of time. And obviously, I would think that people are pretty much in a much more buoyant mood today than they were the last couple of days when we had all those, the price was falling, and it's nice to see Ethereum back up over 2,000. Very cool. Let's hope that it can actually move up again from that. We'll see how we go though. We'll quickly check out the Bitcoin while we're there, and then we might look at some of the dominance numbers as well. It's pretty interesting to look just while we're waiting for some ETH to come into those auctions. Bitcoin's at 32,248. That's a really nice bounce off 29. To be honest, it's pretty good. So let's have a look at the 24 hours. Obviously 30,857, but we're climbing pretty well up to top here, and it's been a big nice zigzag, but nice. Still 50% below all-time highs, so still bearish conditions at the moment. And let's see, I'll just go to 7 days, see how that goes as well. So yeah, we were down, yeah, just sitting below that 20. Did we actually breach 20? No, so 29,600 looks like a low. So another time that we hit that 29,000 mark, but managed to bounce out of it. Very cool. That's a really good thing. And yeah, let's have a quick look at the logs. Let's do max time period. Let's go to the log scale. Log scales are better for longer term patterns. So this is what it looks like on a linear. Obviously huge. And let's go to the log scale. And you can see, I think that's on full year. So you can see it's not so bad. So this is back in the 2013. We had that massive rise to 1,000. Then obviously it pulled back down, and then we had the big 2017, 2018 bull market, and we can see that we went up to 20,000 up to here, just shy. I think it was. I don't know if it was officially over 20. I think it was 19,800 or something like that. Depends on, I guess, what market you're looking at. Then obviously we came down for an extended bear market. It was actually quite long. We had a bit of a move up here. We thought, oh, we're going to go for a new high, but it didn't happen. And then it came all the way down. And then we went down to, like, was it 3,000, 3,300 or something like that. And that's where it rolls. And then obviously we had a big rise up. And of course we reached a new all-time high. What was it, 64,800. And now we're just coming back a bit. So we'll see where it goes. It doesn't necessarily have to reproduce the exact pattern as the previous one. Obviously, there's some pretty strong similarities with the, like the Ethereum pullback was like a month later type of thing. And, so it's interesting stuff happening there. But we'll see where it goes at the moment as we go on the log scale. Remember, some people still were forecasting pretty big numbers for the rest of this year, at the end of the year particularly. So we'll see whether we actually get over that. And they were all over 100,000. So we'll actually see whether that happens, or whether the bear market keeps taking us to a correction down to, say, 10,000 US dollars, something like that. That would be like an 85% correction. But we've still been managed to fight around this 50 at the moment. But we can actually see, obviously, previously we had little recoveries there and then it declined. And you get that waterfall thing back in the 2017, 2018 bull market. And then obviously we had this, went up to there, but didn't quite make it either, came back. But obviously there's a lot more institutions around at the moment. But of course, you've got some institutions that are running as discounts as well. So that means until that discount just goes away, people won't be, it won't really impact Bitcoin. So some interesting stuff there. Let's jump back to the auction there. Still sitting in the same 35 minutes. Oh, we've got some ETH in there. Woohoo! Yes, that gives you some fire in the kennel or whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying there, but that gives you some movement there. 1.05, and I didn't even think I saw that. Oh, there we are. Hey, you saw that green candle live? Did you see that? That happened live, doesn't it? So very cool. It looks like we made a breakout. That's what a cool thing. This regular auctions actually might be quite useful, even though it's another VC. Even though it's not 200 million, it's 500 million. And though we might get slightly, for maybe a week or two, getting slightly lower wrap Bitcoin does, fairly lower Bitcoin does, might actually help with the price trend. So we'll see how that plays out in 2 weeks' time, whether it ended up being a good timing on that, because obviously Axion version 3 is coming down the pipeline pretty closely as well. So interesting stuff there. So there's our bid there. That's our third bid, and 0.384, so just under 0.5 ETH, I think, or just around that mark. So very nice. There. So we're up to 3,000 US dollars has entered the auction, 1.5 ETH, and 85% of that goes onto the market, buys, 80%, goes onto the market and buys Axion. And so therefore we're up to, let me just refresh this, it needs to be refreshed as well. Hey, Lamzo, hey, Super Dude, and chat. Hey, good to see Lamzo in the chat there. Good to see you, and welcome. Very nice. All right, so just close that out. Yeah, so we're up to 30 million, folks. 30 million in Axion dividends. It all goes to stakers. So if you haven't got an Axion stake, get some Axion on the market. And you can also enter this, obviously, our summer competition as well. To win a Legend Nano, you can buy Axion on the market doing that too. So it's like a double win. Buy Axion on the market, get it staked. You get, I think it was it 4. You get 4 entries into the Legend Nano. So it's another upside there, if you think about that. So very cool. So if you buy on Uniswap, of course, not if you buy on the auctions. But on the auctions, of course, you're going to get 10% bonus Axion and up to 20% bonus Axion if you stake for longer, like 15.2 years. Pretty awesome. Why do people stake so long? It's because they get wrapped Bitcoin dividends 4 times a week. And so that's a big thing, obviously, and also Axion dividends 3 times a week. But the Axion is claimable at the end of your staking period. The wrapped Bitcoin is claimable immediately. You can claim it on the staking page immediately 4 times a week. You can just keep claiming it, depending on how much you're claiming, of course, is how often you might claim it. So that makes a lot of claiming words in my sentence, but that's how we talk about claiming. We just say it over and over again. All right, so we've got 1 bid, 2 bid, and 3 bids in there. We're going not too bad. We are in the sniping hour, and we are currently 35 minutes through. Let's go quickly check some of the activity and see what's been happening there. Let's go through back there. How far back are we going? We're 38 minutes into the hour, so let's just go back 38 minutes. So there we are. So obviously we had our first bid in there. It was a dolphin. That was 1 ETH. Then we had a stake coming out of the venture capital auction. We had 2 million. Remember, that was sold. So a shrimp has upgraded to max share out of the auction. Looks about 12 million, and that become a fish. So very nice on that one. So these different sea creatures just represent the amount of shares that they have. So obviously this one has upgraded to a fish, and so they've got a lot more shares in Axion after they staked. So very cool on that. And then we obviously got someone cashing out some Bitcoin. That's the cool thing in Axion. If you are chasing Bitcoin, if that's one of your objectives, then you get these wrapped Bitcoins based on your share percentage. So the more Axion you have, the more you stake it, the more shares you get. 20% more shares per year, so it's over 300% over 15.2 years or 5,555 days. So it really does pay well to stake long, and you get way more shares to get more dividends. Then we had a dolphin come in with a small little bid there, $42. So you get small little fish coming in as well. It's interesting because the Gwei's not that cheap at the moment. It's still cheap for a decent bid. It's like 16 Gwei, but normally you might see that when you're doing, you maybe when Gwei's like 7 or 8 or something like that. So we've got new stake, of course, 22.3 million Axion in there with the shark. So that's another one, 60 days. So that's the minimum. When you go into an auction, any auction, a regular auction or venture capital auction, minimum stake period of 60 days. So this shark has done a minimum period of 60 days coming out of that last VCA, sorry. And then we've got a third one, dolphin again, 0.48. So just about all of the bids so far have been dolphins. There we are. So dolphins are reign supreme at the moment. And I think that's it. Yeah, those are the bids. So pretty covered that pretty well. And how long we got to go? Let's go check out the auction page, and hopefully it's updated now. So that's still not correct there. That's not correct. So we might jump back over to here, and yeah, we're at we've got 21 minutes to go in the opening hour, and we're already tracking well. Remember, these auctions are 24 hours, so it's a long time to actually give people the opportunity to enter the ETH. Once again, it's first in, first served. So as soon as that 20 ETH cap hits, people can't get in unless the price of Axion goes up, and it creates more room for people to enter ETH in there. Now, obviously, when people are going into this auction today, they're going to get 27.2 million Axion per ETH. That includes the 10% bonus, and that's you can see that 10% is over the top of the Uniswap price. They also get up to 20% Axion bonus in the auctions when they withdraw and stake, and 6% for 350 days, and up to 20% for 5,555 days. Now, once you actually withdraw, once you enter the auction, of course, you just send max for you connect to this page with your wallet. You send max, you put your bid in. Let's say you did 1 ETH, your ETH would go in here, show up in here. Then you get a new item just below this part, which would say your bets. It will just show your bid into the auction and all the details about that. What you'll get in reward. And then once the actually auction ends after 24 hours, you then withdraw and stake it, and it moves from the auction page over to the staking page. And so you go check your stake on the staking page when you get that. They'll also open up wrapped Bitcoin dividends. You'll get your wrapped Bitcoin dividends on the staking page as well. So very cool on that. Right, let's go to gold. All right, let's quickly check out. Yeah, it's going to let's look at the price. Let's go back up here. So don't forget that Axion version 3 testing is underway at the moment. I think we've gone up there. I'm going to do let's do another little AS on that. People, I haven't been banned yet from trolling, so we're up to 7.43% sold out, and we've got 24 hours to go. So actually the run rate's really good, nevertheless. So if we work that out, so what was it 1.5? Let me do the other way around. 20 divided by 1.5. That equals 13.3 hours to sell out this auction at the current run rate of getting 1.5 ETH per hour. So very comfortable for that one. Even Keanu Reeves thinks so, apparently. All right, 20 minutes to go, folks, or 19 minutes to go. Cheers, everybody. Bottoms up, whatever, something like that. Don't forget, if you want to also participate in the sessions, remember, if you want to get in the community proposal sessions, give your feedback, then this is on as well. I went through this at the beginning. The Axion community proposal session. One was yesterday. I didn't actually attend that. Hopefully I'm going to attend the Friday one. Well, I say hopefully, I should be, because I think I'm actually presenting or something. I'm in one of these slots on, I think, the Friday one. Can't make it. We'll be doing additional sessions on Friday. Yeah, so that's the third session. There's going to be 3 sessions. I think it's the third one. I think I'm going to be in one of these slots here for the third session. So if you want to be entertained, are you not entertained? If you want to be entertained, then you can come and see me do my slot, as it were. I don't know whether I'm slot A, B, or C, but I'll find out. I guess I got 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes, 30 divided by 3, 10 minutes in there. Come and support your fellow members. Yeah, so there we are. No booing. I don't want any booing. No booing during my presentation or whatever, or my expression of my proposals. I don't know if I can ban that, but that's where we're at the moment. Hey, don't forget, of course, for me, obviously, there's so much stuff happening in Axion right now. Really is awesome. The team is doing brilliantly. We've got such a all-star team lineup. It really is fun to have. Gives you a lot of confidence in the future. And one of the big things, of course, is this Jarvis and the dev team and the Defro brothers, and they're all working on Axion Vision 3, getting that up and running. And that's a real game changer for Axion. Really is really awesome stuff. Once they've done that, of course, they can turn their attention to a lot of other things. So it's going to be super exciting for that. I'm super stoked. The other thing, of course, is that what I was going to say was there is the Babel presale IDO extension, so you can check that out if you want to, get involved in that streaming opportunity. So do your due diligence, of course, on that. And what else we got here? We've also got. I'm just going back up here. Thought we had something else up here. Just let me find that. Yeah, so the main thing, of course, running over the month of summer for summer campaign is that we have the 2 ledgers per day giveaway. So I've covered that a couple of times already in this live stream, but really that is cool. Easy way if you want to help promote Axion, of course, is you can send this competition out as well, and people can get access to that. So it's just an easy way of spreading the word about Axion, introducing new people to the Axion platform and investment opportunity. So very cool, and as well as winning a Nano Ledger custom one as well. So very cool. All right, so we're back here on the auction. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. We had another little bid come in there, so it's a 4th bid that sort of snuck in there while I was talking about Ledger Nanos. Why do I keep tongue twisting that Ledger Nanos? Don't know why. There we are. So 1.51. We're slightly higher, $3,044. That's not correct. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm going to refresh the page. It's definitely something, a little glitch in the matrix. So I should. Oh, yeah, boy! All right. So a shrimp just staked 128 million out of that rig at that VCA, 5 for 5 days. Nice one. Awesome stuff. And a shrimp just bid in stuff. So these are all new investors. This is all new investors. So this is really good to see. They're either small or new investors, and it's really great to see a lot of these lately. Has been really good. So definitely the word's getting out there. People are definitely getting involved. So we've got that dolphin that we had 0.48, another shrimp there 0.01. A little bit here, of course, but hey, this is awesome. The shrimp became a dolphin. Nice one. That's what we see. We see either fishes, the small accounts becoming dolphins, but I guess it's to be expected. And then 128 though, that's a pretty decent new investor. So welcome. And $10,371 max share staked. onwards and upwards with those dividends. So very nice. So we got 128 out of 200, and then when we get ours here, we got 12. So what's that? 130, 140 million out of that VCA, and then we had 22 million that got staked for 60 days. So 140, 160. So there's probably another 40 million, just under another 40 million to come out of that VCA, and we'll see what happens to that. It may come out while we're doing the live stream, but that's really cool. So I love to see all those max stakers coming out there. That's why this max stakers club just keeps growing and is outstanding, really. All right, very cool. Let's go to that. Let's just check this one out. So yeah, we're just definitely over 30 million in Axion dividends so far. Just remember, this is a regular auction, and 80% of the ETH is used to buy back Axion from the market, and that's given back to stakers. 10% of the Axion, of course, goes to the bidder, and then 5% goes to the Axion Foundation. Sorry, let me rephrase this. This is not a VCA. This is 80% of the ETH goes to buy Axion for the market, and of course, 1% goes, I think we're still doing the trees, goes to the trees, and I think we're still doing the trees. The trees down here, this is the trees, so the Eden project. Actually, I should have asked about that. I'm pretty sure we're doing the trees. So still doing the trees, as far as I know, to the Eden project, which is really cool. As far as I know, I will double check that, but I'm pretty sure. And then 19%, of course, goes to the Axion Foundation, and 15% of that, 15%, yeah, something like that. I've got to get my numbers right, but 15% is going towards marketing at the moment, and it's approved by quarter now. And the rest, the remaining amount goes to the founder. And I probably no one's commented on that in the chat, so looks like that may be the case. So there we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, and not doing too badly. Certainly a slower day than we normally have. This is how you roll with every auction. Every day the momentum's going to be different. That's how markets operate too. So we're just going to be patient with that as well. All right, let's go back to the general chat. I don't need to actually post any update of the auction in the general chat because that one is fairly close to the market. Obviously, we had a decent, pretty big bid in there. I would definitely update that. Let's go and refresh, of course, CoinGecko. And yep, 2010. So it's holding up there nicely. That bodes well. Let's see if it can hold and actually move up to 2,200, 2,300. That'd be quite something. And if Bitcoin moved up as well, that'd be quite something as well. So that's on CoinGecko. Nice to see the price here back up at quadruple 0.8. It doesn't mean leave too much room to too much distance. Excuse me, between getting to 0001, and that would be really cool. Getting back up 0001 is a really cool milestone for us, for sure. As we go, let me just check. Yeah, super quiet there in the chat today. Woohoo! Liven up, go for gold. I should have put a poll in there today, eh? Should have put a poll. Hey, today, hey, Lamso, I think we got some. Hey, am I missing out some comments there? That's kind of weird. It's funny, my chat's not updating as it should. Can't post comments in some destinations. Yeah, that's very strange. I'm going to have to refresh this page. It's kind of strange. I don't know if I was getting all my chats through on my studio feed. Let's have a quick look on. It's going to update this just a moment. Just let me refresh this. I'm trying to update my feed. All right, that's going good. Triple Dutch says, here's a little anecdote. The new shark that bid 9.8 ETH yesterday still has 500 ETH to spend. Oh, Gelfling, Skexy. Oh, that's very insightful. Hey, nice one there, Triple Dutch. I love it. And John Atkins says still here. John is still here. Good to see you, John. It's good to see you still here for sure. Let me just go to, let me go. What's it not? It's just taking a little while to update my feed, so that's why a little bit delayed on there. Oh, that didn't actually show up, did it? Okay. Triple Dutch posted something about it. Doesn't it show up there, Triple Dutch, on that address? welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacies and abide by community guidelines. So yeah, it doesn't actually give me the access there to accept that update. Let me just have a no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, so that's that one there. A little antidote, and of course triple touch. That's the one there. OCD. Yeah, I wish I could pull it out, but I can't pull it out at the moment off the chat for some reason. Probably because it's got letters and numbers on it. Yeah, I was going to pull that up on the Etherscan probably if I could get access to that. But hey, I don't know if we actually got Alex K in the house. Alex, are you around or are you just chilling out in the back scene there? John Axion says. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, still 4. So not moving, not to move fast. And my drink's just about run out. I will be having dinner after this, of course. Let's see what we've got coming up soon. Let me just once again. We have got. Let's have a look. So tomorrow's one is obviously a venture capital auction. That's you get 10% wrap Bitcoin. That's sitting at 208 million at the moment, so 16,843. So that's going to follow in after this mega regular auction, and 500 million is there at the moment. Let's quickly go back to the chat there. John Atkins says, I read through the entire chat and Discord from 3 days ago. We really need to get through all that and move on. Punky needs to take a holiday. Yeah, I agree with that one there, John, to be honest. Not sure why people are over talking that one. But yeah, there's still a big investor, board investors, Punkonomics, all the rest of it still plays a big role in the community. And once again, you know, that's this sometimes that has to happen so we can move to the next step, as it were. So I agree with you on that one, John. All right, the price there. Just nothing going on there at the moment. Let's have a check out the old gas prices, and we'll wait for that. Got to get ourselves on the leaderboard there, don't we? You know, apparently, if you keep the DexTools price chart open, it actually ranks you up the more people are using it. But I think they have quite a lot of people using the old DexTools these days. Like I said, so fastest 19 Gwei at the moment, 16 on the standard. It means it's doing a swaps about $3.50 to $4.50 or something like that if you take out the estimate. And then obviously with the last period of time, we've had a bit of a mixed bag, mostly green, but a few orange periods with the higher Gwei. 70 was the highest one there, 76 earlier in the week. But definitely these 11s and 12 Gwei are much better, aren't they? Having this 11, 12 Gwei. So yeah, let me have a quick look there. Oh, thought I might have got a message. What got Triple Dutch? Let me just quick. Triple Dutch may have something. Let me have a look there. Don't normally show the screens, but oh yeah, let's pull that up. Nice, thanks there, Triple Dutch. So we'll go back to there, and boom. All right, let's pull that up. Oh wow, so that bid has got 500 ETH in it, so that's a pretty decent one. Something like $1 million. So nice one there. We'll see how they bid. They bid in 9.8 ETH in there. Very nice, and they withdrew in state. Well, they withdrew and did something. What they do with that? Axion. Also 245 million Axion. Nice, and they staked that, so that looks good. But they're sitting on some pretty big bags, so cool on that. So hopefully that's a big new investor coming into Axion. Nice one, and big shout out to Triple Dutch on that one. Thanks for posting that. Gemini says, everything I learned from day one has now come flooding back. I'm now awoken, happy. Nice one there, Gemini. John Atkins, I've got faith in the core team and they need to be left to do the job. Absolutely, I agree with you that big time, John. I'm a big, a big like that. Gemini says, thanks for the refresher there, Superman. You're most welcome. Let's have a quick look. Let's go back to the market there. And anyone bids? Any bids? No bids. No bids at the moment. So I'm moving up faster. I'm going to talk faster and speak for help the auction. Go. No, just kidding. All right, so just got to be patient. It is 24-hour auction. Remember, sometimes we forget that when we do the live auction show because we've so many auctions just go boom, boom, boom. You know me, I go pretty crazy when the ETH comes in. It's kind of when it's slow, it's like slow down, do it slowly. It's like that, and that's how we roll. So we're waiting. I love the fact that I do like regular auctions because you actually see the stuff going to the market and buy Axion, so that makes it really exciting. You know me well for that. So obviously wrap Bitcoin's cool because we're getting wrap Bitcoin, right? But with the auctions, you're getting that ETH going on, buying the market, and it gives you that excitement when every buy goes in, boom, boom. And at the moment, with these 500 million Axion in the market buys, it really does help the price. I've found so far. I mean, we've only had, was it 1 or 2 maybe? So yeah. All right, let's jump back to there. Yeah, this still needs to be fixed, that part. But everything else is looking pretty good. Let's go see any other activity that's going on there. Look at that, cashed out for a little shark there, cashing out some Bitcoin. Nice, we like that. That's how we roll. I love seeing all the different transactions that go through the network. It's pretty cool. Nice. All right, we'll jump back to there. We've got, oh boy, how did we jump? We've got 3 minutes left. How did we jump to that far? That's crazy stuff. So don't forget, tomorrow, of course, we've got the venture capital auction starting as well. So that'll be auction day 252, and it'll be VCA number 64, if I'm correct, and I think I am. So 64, that'd be pretty cool. I normally check my stuff. Lambda says, John Atkins, yeah, with some calm in general now, the core team can get back to full steam ahead. Yeah, and everyone, the community just needs to throw their support. I mean, these team changes, leadership changes do happen from time to time. And but I think I'm really feeling really confident with the marketing team, the new structure set up around strategy. The dev team and the mathematician guys are fantastic, and we're super lucky to have them, to be honest. So I'm super stoked about that. Triple Dart says best way to show our confidence is keep buying the auctions and Uniswap. That's right. So getting a lot of reinvestment back in. So hoping that's going to be in some of the proposals coming up. I missed the first session, as I say, but definitely. A lot of that definitely helps, investing in the project. All right, so pretty cool. Let's go back to the general, see what we've got in there. Yeah, now okay, there's a Polygon Matic. Let's keep up with the news for Polygon Matic on there. So cool. Did I do that? I did do that. Who's that in there? Entras is in there. That's hilarious. So we'll party on with that. And nice one. Oh, maybe I just missed that a little bit. All right, so we're counting it down, folks. Don't forget, obviously, that summer giveaway. Send that, spread it around to your friends and family. Gets an easy way for introducing, maybe even the strangers that you don't know too well. Just to get that out, it's an easy way of promoting Axion and introducing them to Axion's certificate of deposits, and obviously the dividends on top of that from the auctions. So it's pretty cool like that. And it's definitely a buyer's market at the moment, obviously, so it's a good way they can pick up lots of Axion at the moment too. Don't know why that's looking so awry there when I did the update, but it's probably the price pattern there. Let me just change the price down. So yeah, we get a nice little uptrend in the price. We love that. We've got some nice ETH coming in today. If it sells out with 16 ETH, that's going to go on the market and buy Axion. So hopefully we'll be able to, by the time we get there tomorrow, when we do our next auction, hopefully we're around this 0001 mark, right? Let's fingers crossed on that. And let's hope for gold on that one too. Just waiting for that. I bet your bid's going to come in after I finish the live show. It typically happens, right? Typically happens. Hey, we're in the last minute, folks. I just want to thank you all for watching. Of course, I really do appreciate it. Let me just go to, I really do appreciate it. And thanks for all the comments and all the Axion Token members. A real big shout out to you guys. Thanks so much. And catch me tomorrow, of course. I will be doing a couple of videos as well. Don't forget to check, if you want to check out all the testing of version 3, Axion version 3. I've done 3 videos, day 1, day 2, day 3, and I think it covered all the phase. I covered phase 1, 2, and 4. I did phase 3, but not online, which was, actually I did phase 3. No, day 2 has phase 2 and 3 in it, so I've got all the phases of the testing process that the community helps with. So check that out. So check that. There's all those on this channel. Yeah, very cool. Cardano TV says, "Hey, good to see you, Cardano TV. Just at the end, my friend. Unless you've been sitting in there in the background. Good to see you. Hey, nice one there, Cardano TV. Big shout out to you. And thanks for watching, everybody. We're end of the hour, and we'll see how we get on in the next 22 hours. And I will catch you tomorrow for the next live stream. Awesome stuff. Woohoo! Ango says, "See you."